In the realm of daily rituals, the morning alarm seems to have a knack for choosing the most inconvenient moments to chime in, doesn't it? For many of us, rising in the morning is a bothersome affair. We often commence our day in autopilot mode, mechanically following the routines of everyday life, yet neglecting our health in the process. However, certain morning habits might sabotage your mood, deplete your energy, and set an inefficient stage for the remainder of the day. Fear not though, for we have consulted the counsel of scientists and other experts, synthesizing a guide on how to make the most of and avoid squandering the first 60 minutes post-wake-up. In this discourse, we shall expound upon 12 common waking errors, enlightening you on what to steer clear of. 1. Snoozing the alarm. At times, when the alarm resounds, you may find yourself ill-prepared to face the day. Most sleep specialists advocate resisting the temptation to postpone the inevitable by 5 to 10 minutes. The rationale is quite straightforward. If you hit the snooze button, you may enter a sleep cycle that you're unlikely to complete. Consequently, you'll feel groggy rather than refreshed. The second reason is more about motivation. When you hit snooze, you're telling your aspirations and dreams that they can wait. Successful individuals don't operate in such a manner. For a day of alertness, the best course is to entirely eschew the temptation. Instead, opt to retire early the night before to obtain sufficient rest. You'll rise with ease, sans the need for snooze button indulgence. 2. Checking your phone. Most of us keep our phones within arm's reach while we slumber, be it under the pillow or on the bedside table. However, experts in health and work-life balance suggest that if you aim to kickstart your day on the right note, you should refrain from checking your phone until you've had some time to wake up and tend to yourself. Whether it's perusing emails, texts, or your social media accounts, it behoves you to cultivate a habit of not reaching for your phone immediately upon opening your eyes, as doing so may plunge you into panic mode before your day has even begun. So, do yourself a favor and cease peeking into your inbox and social media accounts. They can certainly wait a few hours. 3. Maintaining a fetal position. During sleep, your spinal discs absorb fluid as part of the natural rehydration process. This causes the discs to swell, which is why you may actually measure a few centimeters taller in the morning. However, this natural process also limits vertebral movement and leads to stiffness in the spine. So, rather than remaining curled up motionless, it's better to gently stretch in bed. Stretching not only gets the spine and muscles moving, but also serves as a confidence-building way to kick off the day. According to research, individuals who wake up with their arms in a V shape are notably happier, sometimes annoyingly so. On the flip side, there's evidence to suggest that those who wake up in a fetal position tend to be more anxious. In fact, there's evidence to indicate that stretching early in the morning helps increase flexibility, improve circulation, and alleviate tension. So, remember to stretch. 4. Forgetting to hydrate. Upon awakening, your body craves hydration. After all, assuming you've had a good night's rest, you've gone without water for 7 to 8 hours. Hydrating not only aids in alertness, but also sets your metabolism in the right direction. If plain water isn't to your liking, adding a splash of lemon or lime can also aid in liver detoxification. Drinking water as the first order of business in the morning also helps alleviate constipation, prevent urinary tract infections, aid in weight loss, bolster the immune system, combat bad breath, and enhance brain function, among other benefits. Experts recommend drinking room temperature water, as cold water may shock your system and hinder many health benefits from taking effect. So, downing a large glass of water bright and early is one of the best things you can do for your body. 5. Starting your day with coffee. If you think you can't function properly without a cup of coffee, think again. Research indicates that between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m., your body naturally produces more energy-regulating stress hormone cortisol, making it the optimal time for your body to prepare for the day ahead. However, by consuming coffee before or during this window, caffeine forces your body to produce less cortisol in the morning, making you more easily awake and alert. So why not indulge in a warm lemon water in the morning instead? Save the perfect cup of coffee for after 9:30 a.m., allowing you to better regulate your energy and mood, and embark on a vibrant day ahead. 6. Neglecting to make the bed. It seems people fall into two camps, those who make their beds and those who don't bother. I mean, who would notice if you didn't make your bed? Besides, you'll just mess it up again when you return to it in a few hours. Whether folks prefer a neatly tucked duvet or a haphazardly strewn mess, they staunchly believe their way is the right way. Some argue that leaving the bed unmade might actually be cleaner, since a made bed is less hospitable to dust mites, but most experts disagree, as dust mites are ubiquitous, rendering bedmaking somewhat ineffective in warding them off. Instead, they recommend changing sheets every 2 weeks and regularly vacuuming the mattress. Furthermore, cultivating good habits, including making the bed in the morning, correlates with increased productivity throughout the day. In fact, making the bed is a keystone habit that can trigger a chain reaction, aiding in the establishment of other positive habits. So, if you haven't prioritized bed making yet, starting the day by making the bed is an excellent habit to adopt. 7. Preparing in the dark. The first rays of morning light not only illuminate everything indoors but also awaken our bodies and minds. However, preparing in darkness often leaves us feeling as though we're still entrenched in the abyss of night compared to waking up in brightness. Our internal body clocks are highly sensitive to light, so preparing in darkness sends your body the wrong signals, tricking it into believing it's still nighttime. This can leave you feeling groggy, devoid of alertness, and unable to embrace the vitality of a fresh morning. Continual preparation in darkness may even lead to mood depression. Therefore, if you're up before the sun rises, ensure to switch on the lights, allowing the first rays of morning sunlight to flood the room, awakening your body and mind, infusing them with vigor for a brand new day. 8. Skipping exercise. Exercise is not only crucial for our health and happiness, but incorporating it into our morning routine is particularly beneficial. Morning exercise not only allows us to get physical activity before the day kicks off, but also comes with additional perks. Exercising in the morning can help us establish a solid exercise habit, as it's relatively easier to fit in before other distractions arise. We all know how difficult it is to carve out time for physical activity once the day is in full swing. Therefore, morning exercise can infuse our day with fresh vigor and motivation, fostering a healthier and more active lifestyle. 9. Brushing teeth after breakfast. Common sense dictates that brushing your teeth after breakfast is the right thing to do, as you typically want to rid your mouth of all food residues. However, this is actually illogical. Brushing immediately after meals may, in fact, do more harm than good, especially if you've consumed acidic substances like citrus or coffee. Similarly, the bacteria in your mouth produce acid while you eat, which weakens your tooth enamel. If you brush your teeth while the enamel is in this weakened state, you may actually brush away the enamel on the surface of your teeth. So, it's best to brush your teeth upon waking up, then have breakfast. Afterwards, you can floss and rinse your mouth with water to leave it feeling clean and wash away any food residue. If you absolutely can't stand not brushing your teeth after breakfast, then wait for half an hour after eating before brushing. 10. Allowing steam to fill the bathroom. The sensation of stepping into a bathroom filled with warm steam in the morning undoubtedly feels blissful, as your body is enveloped by gentle warmth. The pulsating warmth of hot water soothes your skin, as if preparing you for the day ahead. However, this comfort may tempt you to slip back into the realm of dreams. The heat signals your nervous system that it's time to relax muscles and slow down heart rate, inducing feelings of calmness and drowsiness. But if you're aiming to feel more alert and invigorated, perhaps consider a quick cold shower. While it may be somewhat uncomfortable, a cold shower stimulates the release of energizing adrenaline, revitalizing your spirit. Additionally, it boosts your mood, leaving you feeling uplifted. Research indicates that cold showers can stimulate the release of pleasurable endorphins, leaving you in a cheerful mood and rejuvenated state of mind. 11. Making phone calls to anyone. In the morning, most people cherish a moment of solitude to organize their thoughts and plans for the day ahead. Nearly everyone needs a few hours to fully awaken from slumber, making phone calls before 9:30 a.m. inappropriate. During this specific window, individuals are more inclined to relish their alone time, either reflecting quietly or preparing for the day's tasks. If you need to speak with someone, consider sending them a text first, outlining the situation and politely inquiring about a convenient time for them to return your call. This approach not only respects the other person's time but also demonstrates your thoughtfulness and consideration. Therefore, before considering making phone calls to anyone, ponder whether communication through other means might suffice. 12. Watching television. If your instinct is to immediately reach for the remote, you might need to reconsider, especially if you enjoy catching up on the morning news. This only brings noise and negative emotions, hardly a healthy way to start a new day after a peaceful night's sleep. Instead, mornings should be kept as quiet time, maintaining calm and tranquility as much as possible until the day truly begins. If you find yourself not accomplishing enough throughout the day, perhaps you've engaged in some morning habits you shouldn't have. Sometimes these habits are unavoidable, and some suggestions may seem quite challenging, but experts say that if you can make your mornings calmer and more restful, you'll feel better throughout the day. Of course, not every morning will be flawless, but if you strive to avoid these in the morning, you might find the rest of the day turning out much better than expected. Before embarking on your daily journey, take a moment to reflect on your morning habits. How do you greet each new day? Have you found yourself making any of the mistakes mentioned on this list? Share your experiences and thoughts in the comments, and let's explore together how to make each day more fulfilling and enjoyable. If you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a thumbs up and sharing it with friends so we can continue creating similar content. Remember to click the subscribe button and the notification bell to receive our updates promptly. Thank you for watching and your support.